Did you know that the laws you follow today might have roots in the mind of a Roman emperor who lived over 1,500 years ago? The actions of Emperor Justinian I created a legal ripple effect that has traveled through centuries. His work didn't just organize the laws of his own time, it built a foundation for justice and order that still shapes our world. Justinian's influence lives on in legal textbooks, courtrooms, and the principles behind contracts, property, and personal rights. When you sign a rental agreement or buy something, you're participating in a system that owes a debt to Justinian's project. His vision brought clarity to chaos, giving future civilizations a powerful tool. The Justinian Code is more than a chapter in history. It's a living legacy of fairness and organization that has survived empires and centuries. By looking back at Justinian, we see how a 6th century desire for order laid the groundwork for the legal systems that provide stability today. Who was this influential ruler? Emperor Justinian I reigned over the Byzantine Empire from 527 to 565 AD. He dreamed of restoring Roman greatness, not just through conquest, but by reviving Roman culture and administration. Justinian believed a great empire needed strong armies and just laws. For him, law was the glue that held society together, as vital as any fortress or general. This belief drove him to undertake one of history's most ambitious legal projects, the creation of the Justinian Code. Officially called the Corpus Juris Civilis, it was a comprehensive collection of legal materials designed to gather and organize centuries of Roman law. Justinian wanted to eliminate confusion, making law accessible and understandable for all. By codifying the law, he asserted his power as the ultimate source of justice and fulfilled what he saw as his divine duty. The Corpus Juris Civilis became more than legal reform. It was a statement of imperial power and a blueprint for a just society. To appreciate Justinian's achievement, we must understand the legal chaos he inherited. By the 6th century, Roman law was a tangled mess. Centuries of statutes, decrees, and legal opinions scattered across thousands of scrolls. Many laws were outdated or contradictory, making the system unpredictable and unfair. Judges in different provinces could reach opposite conclusions on similar cases, and citizens never knew what the law truly was. Justinian saw this as a threat to the empire's stability. His solution: appoint a commission of legal experts to read everything, discard the obsolete, resolve contradictions, and organize the rest. Their goal was a single, authoritative source of law for the entire empire. Once complete, all previous laws not included would be invalid, instantly eliminating confusion. Judges and officials would finally have a clear, comprehensive body of law to consult. Justinian's bold move brought order to centuries of legal chaos. The creation of the Corpus Juris Civilis was swift and organized, reflecting Justinian's determination. In 528 AD, he appointed a commission led by Tribonian to review and compile imperial laws, resulting in the Codex Justinianus. This was just the start. Next, they tackled the vast writings of Rome's greatest legal scholars, producing the 50-volume digest. While compiling the digest, they also created the Institutes, a textbook for law students ensuring consistent legal education. The Institutes provided a clear overview of Roman law's main principles. After the main collection, Justinian issued new laws, the Novellae, to address emerging issues. Together, the Code, Digest, Institutes, and Novels formed the Corpus Juris Civilis, a comprehensive legal system. It covered everything from broad principles to specific statutes and educational materials. In less than a decade, Justinian's team transformed a millennium of legal confusion into a structured masterpiece. The Corpus Juris Civilis became the backbone of law for generations. Its clarity and organization set a new standard for legal systems. The Corpus Juris Civilis organized law into three main categories: persons, things, and actions. The law of persons defined legal status, free or slave, citizen or foreigner, and family relationships. The law of things covered property and obligations, ownership, contracts, inheritance, and commerce. It established rules for buying, selling, and transferring property, forming the commercial backbone of the empire. The law of actions outlined legal procedures, how to bring a lawsuit, present evidence, and enforce judgments. This ensured rights and obligations could be upheld in court. The code also addressed criminal, public, and administrative law, defining crimes and government structure. By covering nearly every aspect of life, Justinian created a complete legal universe. The breadth and detail of the code made it a model for future legal systems. The Justinian Code's impact is clear in its practical laws. Contracts were binding through mutual agreement. If you bought a horse and the seller refused delivery, you could seek legal remedy. Property law distinguished between ownership and possession. Borrowing a book didn't make you its owner. The code set clear rules for transferring ownership, supporting stable economic activity. The institutes explained legal concepts with simple scenarios like natural law, air, water, and the sea belong to everyone. This idea of common resources influenced environmental and property law for centuries. The code also established liability for damages. If your ox destroyed a neighbor's crops, you owed compensation. This focus on making the injured party whole became a key feature of justice. Roman law's principles of contracts, property, and liability remain at the heart of modern legal systems. Justinian's code made law practical, fair, and accessible. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire, the Justinian Code was forgotten in Western Europe for centuries. Medieval justice relied on local customs and superstition, with little systematic law. The turning point came in the 11th century, when a manuscript of the Digest was rediscovered in Italy. Scholars at the University of Bologna studied it intensely, amazed by its logic and detail. These glossators wrote commentaries, adapting Roman law to their own times. The study of Roman law spread across Europe, becoming central to legal education. Students brought its principles home, influencing local laws and creating a common legal language. This shift encouraged rational, systematic justice and supported the growth of trade in cities. Even the Catholic Church's canon law was shaped by Roman legal ideas. The rediscovery of the Justinian Code helped build the modern legal world. The Justinian Code's influence didn't stop in medieval Europe. It became the foundation for most continental legal systems, known as civil law. Countries like France, Germany, and Spain based their national codes on Roman law, with the Napoleonic Code as the most famous example. Through colonialism, these systems spread worldwide, shaping laws in Latin America, Quebec, Louisiana, Africa, and Asia. Today, much of the world lives under legal systems descended from Justinian's Code. Even in common law countries, Roman legal concepts influenced areas like contracts and inheritance. Legal phrases like bona fide and pro bono echo this heritage. Principles such as innocent until proven guilty and the rules for contracts and corporations trace back to Roman law. Justinian's work remains a living part of the global legal conversation. The journey of the Justinian Code reminds us that history shapes our present. Decisions made over 1,500 years ago established a foundation for justice that endures today. From Byzantine courts to modern legislatures, the principles of the Corpus Juris Civilis have been debated and adapted for generations. Justinian's Code championed reason, evidence, and logical principles over arbitrary rule. Its vision of law as written reason is its most lasting contribution. Our concepts of rights, obligations, and due process are part of this ancient inheritance. Understanding this history connects us to a long tradition of striving for justice. Subscribe for more stories that reveal the hidden connections between past and present.